Good afternoon and welcome to the Marine Mammal Stranding Center Facebook page. My name is Michelle and I'm coming at you live again from the rehabilitation facilities here at the Marine Mammal Stranding Center. So if you've been following along this week, you know that we did a seal release earlier this week where 5 seals, our harp seal and 4 gray seals, were returned back into the wild. So now we have a newer seal in the pool. So this is the male gray seal from Spring Lake. You kind of see him, he's over the corner right now. So he passed his pre-release blood work and is ready to start building up those swimming muscles and building up his dive endurance so that he could return back to the wild. So he is enjoying right now some time alone in the pool. We do have some other seals in the hospital that later this week, early next week, will be due for their pre-release blood work. So we'll see how soon we have other seals that get added to the pool. But we just wanted to start off with that update, and we're going to head on over to the rest of the pool house. So right now, since the release, we're caring for 6 seals in the hospital. And over here in pool house pen 4, this is the gray seal from Margate. And this guy was here because he had wounds on his rear flippers that were swollen. He has been doing well. His wounds are healing up nicely, and he does eat very well for us. So we don't have anybody in pen 3 right now. We do have someone in pen 2. We'll try to get a view from here. So pen 2 in the pool house, this is the male gray seal from Brigantine that had that really swollen left rear flipper. So if you guys have been following along, this is the one that we had done a seal release and received a call for this guy shortly after we released some seals. So he was on the same beach that we were at. We went to check him out, and he had an extremely swollen left rear flipper. It looks like it was a wound that created an abscess, so a big pocket of infection. So our veterinarian lanced that, and now he's doing really well for us. So we're going to head on over now to the ICU. So since we have fewer seals, we only have seals in the pool house and the ICU as the season is starting to wind down a little bit. We're going to head on in here, and I know the stranding techs are busy getting ready for lunch. So here is our 6 seals, and their diets all laid out nicely. So now, one thing I wanted to do before I show you the rest of the seals is send a little shout out to Mrs. Heist's kindergarten class at the Trinity School. So her class has been following our Facebook Lives and all of the videos that we post throughout the entire seal season. And they actually adopted a seal. This is actually the seal that they adopted for their classroom. And with their adoption, they got this cute little plush. And a really cool classroom project they did was each child over the weekend would get to take the plush seal home on the weekend and then write in their journal about all the adventures that the plush seal did. So this little seal that the Trinity School's kindergarten class adopted has already gotten to ride in a fire truck. It's gone for swimming lessons. It's gone to Storybook Land to ride all the rides. And it went for horseback riding lessons and rode in a fire truck, if I didn't say that already. So this little seal went on many adventures. And the kids felt so connected to this little seal that they actually gave us a summer reading recommendation that we're going to share with you. They actually shared with us, they sent this to us as a gift. It's a really cool book called Seals Are Jerks. Now, that's a pretty funny title, right? We don't think seals are jerks here at the Marine Mammal Stranding Center. But what the book is, it is about the food web. All the students signed the book. And this really cool book is all about this little girl who thinks penguins and seals are best friends and learns that penguins and seals may not be best friends because some species of seals, like the leopard seals, actually eat penguins. So this book is about the food web, and it talks about all the different interactions wild animals have, but it also talks about how even though some animals eat other animals, even though penguins eat fish, and some seals eat penguins, and some whales like orcas eat seals, that doesn't mean animals are jerks. They're just actually living their lives as they need to in the wild. So we thought that was really cool. We wanted to thank Mrs. Heist's kindergarten class at the Trinity School for sending this really cool autographed book, and the staff loved it so much we're actually going to start carrying it in our gift shop as well. So if you stop by our gift shop, right now we're open Saturdays and Sundays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We actually have some copies of Seals Are Jerks, so if you want to read Seals Are Jerks as well, please stop by our museum. You could also call our office too, and we'd be more than happy to have you purchase it over the phone and mail you a copy. So thank you again so much to the Trinity patient updates. Here we are with Pen B in the pool house. So Pen B, this is the female gray seal from Long Branch. She also had an injured rear flipper, front flipper, and you hear her growling. Originally in the hut, and now that we have more room in the ICU, we moved her to the ICU instead. So she's got an even bigger pool right now and getting exercise and getting a lot of physical therapy on that right front flipper. So there she is. Pen C. So Pen C is the male gray seal from Sea Isle City. This is the guy that had the wound on his right shoulder. It was a very large wound on his right shoulder, and he also has something going on with his eye too, so we're monitoring his eye. He's being treated as well for that. So as you can see, he's quite big as well. He's a little bit larger than the female next door, and he's another one that was in the hut probably 2 updates ago and is now in here. And last but not least, we have Pen D. You hear him growling. Pen D's already growling, so we're going to stay right here. So Pen D is the male gray seal from Island Beach State Park. He also had a severely swollen left rear flipper. Again, with this guy, we suspect that he had a bite from another animal, and that became infected. So, and of course, again, that creates a pocket of infection. So again, our veterinarian was able to drain that infection, and he's starting to heal up nicely. But as I've said a lot of times, Pen D is sort of our quiet area. It's the one where the seals see people the least amount during the day as we're getting our work done. So anybody that's really not too keen on seeing humans or gets distressed by the sight of a human, they get to go back here, and they have 2 window views back here. So I want to thank you guys for joining us for this week's patient live update. Again, we want to thank you guys so much for just all your words of encouragement, and certainly the support, the donations, the Amazon wish list gifts. That's really helped provide us to be able to provide the seals and give these guys a second chance. So thank you guys so much, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care.